Finland is a pretty awesome kick-ass country, but unfortunately we have number of things which make life here miserable. And today I'll teach you 8 things why you shouldn't move to Finland. Stay away. Let's go check it out. What up, Fintastics? Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get more fantastic videos about Finnish culture, lifestyle and language, so make sure you do that. The number one thing we kick off things today is the shy and reserved people. Even as a Finn, I can say that Finnish people lack the social skills. Even if they want to talk, they don't really do it. I mean, they just kind of keep it inside. And this can also result into the fact that it's difficult to make friends here, because Finns also don't really engage in, or they don't come to talk to you, basically. And so if you're not a type of social person who goes talk to people, it might be challenging for you to find friends here, Finnish friends. And you know, the social skills of Finns emerge and get invoked when they get the damn booze. So I wouldn't say that it's difficult to engage with Finns, but let's just say it's challenging, depending how social guy you are. You know, the problem is that we Finns pretty much care about our own business and we have this personal space and everything. But I think we would have much more fun time if we sometimes manage to step out of the personal space and see what's happening around us. And this also is a problem like with, for example, relationships. I think Finns definitely should work on their communication skills. Next thing is the damn price level. Everything's so expensive here. When we talk about price and being expensive, the thing is that we always have to consider what is considered expensive. Because if you, for example, come from Norway or Sweden, the price might be even cheaper in Finland compared to Sweden and Norway. Things like groceries, rents, public transport and like recreational activities are quite expensive, especially here in the Helsinki area. And don't get me started on the booze again, because the alcohol is like really expensive. If you go to a bar, you want to get a beer, prepare yourself to pay at least like 5-6 euros for a regular beer. That's pretty expensive. And the thing is that, for example, the VAT, value-added tax, is 24%, and then we have like a lot of excise taxes, for example, on alcohol and tobacco and stuff. And talking about taxes, Finns are also taxed quite heavily. For example, let's say if you earn around 30k a year, 30k euros, around 24% will be taxed. So that's a quarter of your income, basically. So that's quite a lot. And of course, we have progressive taxations. The more you earn, the more you will be taxed. And I believe if you earn like 1 million euro a year, 50% will be taxed. So basically you just have half a million there. So that's kind of annoying. But on the flip side, we have actually some things that are quite cheap, like mobile plans and internet. And also we have to keep in mind that the salaries are also quite decent here. But basically, Finland is a pretty expensive country, and you also should keep that in mind if you plan to come to Finland. Next thing we have is the horrible climate. Finland is located here in the north. The temperatures are not really ideal for most people, especially in the winter, because it gets so cold. It could be easily minus 20 degrees. And in the winter, you have like snow and ice. Things get much more inconvenient. You have to wear more clothes. And if you're driving with the car, you need to remember to put your car to like a warming up thingy, or otherwise it won't start when you have to go to work, and then you're basically screwed. Or if you like to ride the bicycle, you have to be much more careful, because it's very easy to crash your bike and hurt your ass in the process. And then we have this annoying Loska weather. Loska weather, when it's close to zero and it gets kind of warm, the snow starts to melt and stuff. So it gets kind of like this, you know, soft snow and stuff. And when it gets cold again, like -5, then it kind of gets stuck in this kind of like a very annoying shape. And if you're supposed to go walking there, then it's like really goddamn dangerous, because it's easy to slip your ass over there. And now that we are talking about the winter, let's jump right in the next part, and that is the darkness, because in Finland we have so many dark hours. And in the darkest season we have as little as 2 to 3 hours of sunlight a day. So the thing is that if you go to work at 8 and you come back around 4, you don't even see the sunlight because it's already gone up and down while you were working. God damn it. And that's not the only problem when it's so dark. People are more sleepy and more depressed, and just they have in general way less energy. And of course, when it's darker, it's more inconvenient because you can't see things. You have to also remember to wear a reflector and everything. Everything's much more annoying in winter in Finland. And the next thing we have is the damn language. You know, Finnish language is considered one of the most complex languages in the world, and that is pretty much because of the fact that the grammar is quite complex, and also the fact that it's not an Indo-European language like most of the languages are, makes it also stand out from the rest of the languages. So you can't really use your previous language skills to start learning Finnish unless you're from Estonia. What I've also heard from many people who are learning Finnish is that if they talk Finnish to a Finn, they usually reply back in English. So what's the point? And to add insult to the injury, the spoken language, the language that we Finns use pretty much in everyday life, is actually quite different from the standard Finnish that you learn in classes. So it's not helping you much because the language you learn at the classes is so much different that we actually use. God damn it. But don't worry, Finnish language is definitely learnable, and I've had many people also on this channel, foreigners who have learned Finnish. For example, Raul from Mexico speaks pretty good Finnish. Check out the video here after this video. You definitely need some sisu to learn the Finnish language. Definitely learnable. There are many people who have done that before you, but it's going to be quite a challenge, but definitely not an impossible one. And the next one we have is the fact that it's difficult to find a job here as a foreigner. And many people have been complaining about the fact that they have like a really nice degree, like a master's degree in some whatever field, but they still can't get the job here because most of the jobs require Finnish. And we just talk about the fact that the Finnish is so difficult. I've even heard stories that people with master's degrees end up doing like toilet cleaning jobs here because they can't get anything else. And at least part of the problem to that is that the Finnish employers are a little bit hesitant to hire foreigners. Not all of the companies, of course, do that. There are many international companies here in Finland who hire mostly foreigners because that's what they want to do. But unfortunately, every once in a while you hear these stories that once they saw this foreign surname in the CV, they just skipped it. And once they changed the surname to a Finnish surname, they got more job interview requests, basically. As a Finn, I kind of feel pissed for these people. But in kind of defense, it depends what kind of job it is. But if it's a job where you need to interact with the customers, Finnish customers mostly, then it makes sense that you need to be speaking Finnish there, because if I went to like a grocery store and I would have to speak English there, then it was like, what the hell is this? But the point is basically that it is definitely a challenge to find a job here in Finland, but not impossible. Many people have done that before you, and there are a number of jobs that can be completely handled without Finnish. I know many of my friends who are foreigners and work in Helsinki have found a job where they just work in English because the working language is in English. But not all jobs are those kind of jobs. And I've made a complete playlist about how to find a job here in Finland and Finnish working culture. Make sure to check out in the cards after this video. And the next part is that Finns can be a little bit rude and even a little bit xenophobic. We already talked about the shyness already, but the thing is that Finns are not maybe the most, how would I say, mannered people, let's just say. For example, getting a basic excuse me can be a little bit difficult. Let's have a look at this example. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, it's okay. You didn't drop anything? It's okay, it's okay. You're okay? It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry, don't worry. Uh-huh. Or if you just open the door to someone, they might just go in and without saying even thank you. What the hell? Many people also say that Finns are racist, but I wouldn't say racist is maybe the correct word, but I would say they're more like xenophobic. What that means that Finns are maybe not used to hang around or spend time with foreigners around them. We get maybe a little bit shy, and we might not really know how to be with them because we Finns are usually just used to be around Finns. If there is any xenophobism or anything, it's more like structural. We don't really do any verbal or like physical abuse. At least I've never heard of any of those things in my life, that some foreigners would get physically assaulted or verbally abused because they are foreigners. And just another aspect, for example, is that the customer service here in Finland isn't really that great. And this of course changes from place to place, but many times if I'm looking for some certain product, I ask like, hey, I'm looking for this and this. They're like, hey, yeah, it's like go there and then go right and then go through the roof and then jump down the roof, you're gonna get this. They just tell you like where to go. Like if I was their place, I would personally take them to the right place and also help them select the right product. And remember, these are just kind of like just single examples. I'm not saying the whole country is like this. Keep that in mind. And to wrap things up is the damn booze culture. And I think it's really safe to say that alcohol is part of our culture. I remember when I was like in 15, I was still in like upper secondary school, and that's usually the time when, at least back then, Finns got interested in alcohol. And you know, they tried to get some people to buy them because the age limit is 18, and they had some home parties where, you know, they had some alcohol and stuff. But I wasn't really like that because in our family we are not really booze based, let's just say, like put it like this. And I remember when I was like 17 and I mentioned, some people asked like if I'm like a good drinker, but I said I've never even had alcohol, and they're like, I'm saying this from a Finnish perspective. If you're like a Finn and you don't really drink that much, you kind of get left out. I'm not saying like completely, but people are like, why is this guy not drinking? And you know, you get these kind of reactions and stuff. I do drink myself though, but I'm not like a heavy drinker. I might get like a few drinks to get a little bit tipsy and stuff, but my goal is not to get wasted. And that's unfortunately what many Finns think that you need to do. If you go to party, you need to get wasted in order to celebrate or party in a proper Finnish way. And that is something I personally hate in Finnish culture, but because why you need to, what's the point? Because it's much more fun to just get a few drinks and go talk to people and dance and, you know, do kind of these other things. That's much more fun, but unfortunately the booze culture is kind of annoying here in Finland. For you internationals, I don't think this will be a big problem for you anyways, but you will definitely see this thing or this phenomenon, because if you go to parties and you go to clubs and bars, you might see that Finns get really drunk. But I don't think it will have any personal level effect. Like, let's say if you have your pikkujoulu party with your company, they usually have some booze there, and if you don't want to drink that much, that's completely fine. I mean, you won't get discriminated or left out in any things, but this is just something that we Finns kind of face. Okay, is there anything other that pisses you off in Finnish culture and with Finnish people anyways? Let me know in the comments below. And last time we did the things that why you should move to Finland, why Finland kicks ass, make sure to check out the video here, and I will see you next time. So moro!